Greetings, my lovelies. How art thou? I hope this message finds you in good health and spirits. If you are not in good health and spirits, I hope that it can lift up those spirits, rise those vibrations, and just bring you some form of peace and understanding, you know, so that your body can heal itself inside out, no matter if it's emotionally, physically, or mentally. But I'm here with you today. I just noticed my green 4 fell down. I would just like you to take a minute, look at each number, the decks, whatever, I've written it down up here, but actually these are the bottoms of the decks. Once I had pulled the cards that flipped out and put them in the tops, I've picked what I wanted to flip out with each. As I looked at my timestamp, I saw 111. So yes, this is gonna get you to that moving forward, that new beginning, with the ones. This is the reset. 1, 2, 3 now, as I looked at the timestamp. I was just trying to make sure that you could see all the 4s. Take a minute. I mean, some of you might just say, oh, my favorite color is this, and go with that. Some of you might say, okay, I've always liked the Magician or the Chariot, or, well, I've used my Parliament playing that cards. So that actually was the Eight of Wands. I just wanted to see, because of the fact of the situation, I have the Joker's label with specific major arcana. I wanted to see, once it was once again major arcanas on the bottom of the decks. I just pulled them out just to see, and it gave us the Eight of Wands. Now, I believe that Eight of Wands was in, yeah, it's reversed. So, but anyway, before we actually get started, let me just, bless you up. Big God, Mother Earth, ancestors, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, I just want to give you thanks, most high gratitude. I am truly thankful for all you are doing, all you have done, and all that has not been brought to my light as of yet. But I know it is for my good, and I thank you. Continue to guide and protect me. Any entities or beings that are sent here to harm me or disrupt this message, may they go straight to the pits, the blackest, the deepest, the darkest, and that's where they shall stay, because they are not welcome here. I ask that you just go out and you just touch the collective lovelies, wrap your arms around them, console them, embrace them. Let them know that they are not alone in this journey, in this life. They have you to always look up and out to, always to speak up and out to, you know. And with that said, I want to just add something to the lovelies, that once you know the connection between you and your divine counterparts, it is no stopping. Okay, it is no stopping. But I pray these things. Yahweh, moted be Ashe, Ashe, 404, as I looked at my timestamp. Yahweh, moted be Ashe, and so it shall be. So we have a green 4, an orange 4, and a blue 4. I, as usual, will do timestamps. So let me just get the pen out so that I can write my timestamp. So we'll be starting in the 4th minute, which it's going to be the green 4, as I looked up to see what the time will be. And I'm going to put 458. And Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna clear the room and clear the room. Oh, yeah. Clear the space to focus on just that one. Actually, orange is right in the middle. It's easier to just slide these across. So we will be starting with orange for the green floor. The green floor. Well, yeah, I ran down and wanted to just throw a tantrum, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna just cross over that timestamp. And as I mentioned, the orange four had the chariot on the bottom. Excuse me for me. Just this. Feel I could see better. My light just blinked. Did you see that? Flashed. Okay, I just wanna do that to be able to turn you. Oops, the mic piece on the fan. But yeah, there we go. There we go. So we had the chariot on the bottom of that tower, and then the tower is underneath the chariot. So the first card out is the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Hold on, just give me 1 minute. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Apologies. Just as I thought, my light did not look too bright, so I got up to just see if it was to its fullest, which it wasn't. So yeah, we've got a little bit more light now, and everything wants to fall. Where did you go? Right here. So the first card up was the Hierophant. So this is rebellion. It's not traditional. It's your law. You know, it's not traditional law. It's something that you um, put your foot down. But underneath that we have the strength card. So yeah, you had to go within and find strength um, to deal with untraditional things. So possibly like upright. This is a traditional structured thing. I'm trying to look through these rest of these cards, and it's Pentacles. So I wanted to know if it was on love because of the fact of the situation. It says, "Cast your cares, come rest in my embrace, speak your truth." So now I'm feeling like this is actually a job, money venture, because of the fact of the situation. You got the non-traditional. So you and the Ace of Pentacles is right underneath the strength with the Judgment, the Nine of Pentacles, and the World. Ooh, this is beautiful. Yes. But this is speaking of you putting your foot down. Um, you're good against what the world feels is um to be your way of earning or your way of living. Spirit is now blessing you because of the fact of the situation. You're now going on your true path. So maybe before you was just doing things to make the money. Now you are doing things that is connecting you with the journey that you were sent here for. And judgment is being called upon. So the judgment um, is, that Spirit's proud. Spirit's proud. You've got 9 pentacles here, but Spirit's proud that you are content in your truth. You are just free from the worries, and just know that this last card here is the wheel is in your favor. It's upright. The angels are watching over your guards. Your guides are watching you. It is now a time where they can actually rest because everything is falling into place. You just now need to move. You need to leave behind anything. And as I say that, listen, this is three major arcanas back to back, right? But not only that, it's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, seven. Yeah, and underneath the death card, we have the three of rods, which is speaking of no longer waiting. You see your ships, they're docking, the crates are being unpacked. So yeah, you are now letting these things fall away. You are now letting this death card, this person, you are the child now here, innocent, and just kneeling like, okay, I'm ready, you know, whatever has to be taken away, just take it. The gentleman, the old lady is already passed out. Dead. The young adult is leaning. She's turned away. She's scared. The man's begging, but the child is accepting what needs to die. So this is the orange four, and because of that, you know, we have this. Your ships are here. Your ships are here. So even in times when you felt like it's the end all be all, it wasn't. You rose. And because you rose, you are now being blessed from that nine of pentacles to this 10 of pentacles. And you will know that it's because you invested in you. You protected your pentacle, you protected your energy. Okay? So orange dark, that is just beautiful. That was a beautiful message all in itself. As I looked at my timestamp, it was 11:55. But I'm gonna move that to the side. I also pulled a few um, angels, hidden tarot teas in there. But I'm gonna start the way how I pulled it. So we have go for it now. The future is promised to no one. And look at the color of the card. I have not looked at any of these cards. As they fell out, I laid them down as they fell. So yeah, but look at this card. It is orange, and you picked the orange four. I don't know if you actually picked the orange four and you stayed to watch the full video. You only are watching the orange four because it's first, and it's like, what the hell? Who cares? Type of thing. Well, not who cares, but yeah. So this is saying go for it now. Now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. Now, the future is promised to no one. So, don't let your life go by and you haven't really tried to dive into your soul purpose. What's something that really drives you. But the next card out, we have new phase, rekindle, renew, growth, change mind, rise from ashes. But this is the Phoenix card, and every time I see this card, I can't help but see the wheels turning in her head. Yes, it is flame. Her ears are burning. You might be experiencing ringing ears or heat um, by your ears, behind your ears. But yes, this is what turns your wheels. What see that it's just got a sense of peace, a sense of knowing. So what do you know will make you happy? The next card up is bad habits, drugs, addictions, and toxicities. So maybe in the past or even now in the present, you have some bad habits that you feel make you happy, or that you feel give you peace. Which yeah, most people do use substances or anything because it takes them from their reality. So yeah, but the next card up is healing. Self-care, introspection. It's oh wow, my tongue ring just did a whole lot. Introspection, meditation. You know, um, but this calls to going within. You know, um, this is peace to your mind, peace to your soul and spirit. You know, um, let's just pull this over a bit so you can see that. But yes. So as I say a piece to my mind and to my mind, well, I'm reading the card. As I say a piece to your mind, the next card up says you're always on my mind. So someone is always thinking about you, or you are always got something or someone on your mind. And then we have in the character oracles, how much did we get? Two. I've got hiccups. I have hiccups. They came out of nowhere. My ears is ringing. But we have guide, navigator, progress, direction, and then we have barber, artist of dresses, trimming, beautification, adornment, and fashion. So with that there we have guide. He's holding a map, and this is you ready to step out. Your guides have your back. Your guides have your back. You may not know exactly how you're going to get there yet, but you do know where you want to go. You have a map guiding you. Your guides are guiding you. So this is speaking of putting yourself out there. Barbers are counsel. Beauticians are counsel. You'll sit in the chair, and even if you don't speak certain things, and if you choose to, and you're comfortable with your stylist, you will have conversations of healing because you're going to say something and then they'll advise and yada, 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 vice versa. But also, it's a form of counseling because they raise your self esteem by making you look just absolutely gorgeous. This gentleman here in this chair, the barber has now moved to his beard. But even as you look, this beard has been maintained like awesomely. His outline is just like legit. This barber ate straight 1717 as I looked at my timestamp. So yeah, in times, you know, um, just know that the creativity in you is just gonna just flow. You know, you've had this epiphany, and you're now rising. You're healing. You're taking accountability for certain habits that you have. And next, we have lover, love, romance, reproduction, and infinity. So this is the only one that came out of this deck. And with that, this is just saying, you have now worked on yourself. You're being blessed with Pentacle, and this is your blessing of love coming in. You know, um, you might run away from it. You might run away from this love, because you're still seeking what makes you happy, what truly makes your wheels turn. But you're being called to exercise. But you have the strength card here. This speaks of strength and speed as well. So get to it. You definitely have this um, in the bank. The songs, it's one, two, three. It looks like three songs when it's a pop out. The wise man built his. This is talking of the wise man built. So basically, it's, are you building on quicksand or are you building on concrete? Are you building on a faulty foundation or are you building solid? So this right here is give me oil in my lamp. So from you go within, you start healing. From you go within and listen to the quietest person in the room, which is self, God's self, higher self. You know, um, you're gonna be now feeding yourself that oil. Your lamp will be shining. Right now you might feel like you can't get this satisfaction. This is why the Rolling Stones are like, yeah, you're rolling with the punches, in other words. But when I say Rolling Stones, I hear sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt me. definitely. All right, thank you, Spirit. Because that goes perfect with this last song. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. My mind. You can't touch this. Straight Spirit is letting you know that ain't nothing gonna touch you. Ain't nothing gonna stop you. Once you get moving, once you get navigating, you know, go for it now. The future is promised to no one, right? And then the last card, which was the hidden truth, it says, I want to be more than friends. I want to be more than friends. So somebody is in the friend zone and they're feeling like they want to come out of this friend zone. They know you like the real you. And, they're willing to try. Yeah, inspiration. What inspires you, lovely? What gives you enthusiasm? You know, always be grateful. Show great gratitude once these blessings were in vision. What is your vision for your future? Acceptance. Yes, you need to accept that some things is going to fall away, some things was not meant to be. Um, but it's calling for a time of relaxation. You know, um, once everything gets rolling, you are going to be at peace. As you saw, the judgment card had the angels just not the judgment, the real. They was relaxing, but with you doing and changing up the way you do things, you're finding yourself more flexible. Yeah, you're being more tender, But I'm just gonna say what was on the bottom of each of these decks, right? And Confessions by Usher did not want to go in, and now I see why. I'm sure each of these colored fours are going to tell me why Confessions didn't want to go in. But this is Confessions of whoever wants to be more than friends, whoever is looking in and seeing your growth and just want to be a part of it. The next song was No Woman, No Cry. So this person possibly felt, or you, it is talking of a masculine, not feeling like if they do not commit or have two on the timestamp as I looked up. But I'm feeling like if they don't fully commit to a one person, they wouldn't get their heart broken, in other words. But the next song was Gorgeous. Gorgeous is sung by Taylor Swift. But this person just thinks you are gorgeous. This is your rise up. This is you shining, you know, and they see it. I dwell in possibility is the next one. I dwell in possibility that came from this deck. But with that, oh, where is it now? I'm looking. Where is it? Did I not do it? Well, either way, I'll do it like this then. Only time will tell. Only time will tell, you know. But on the bottom of that now, we have Secret Admirer. So, yeah, it is somebody definitely out there crushing. You have a person that probably drinks a lot because we have drunkard. Drunkard is talking of a, alcoholism, addiction, avoidance, and abuse. It was my fault, but I blame you. Was in this, I want to be more than friends. That's the hidden truth. So this person knows that it was their fault, but at the time they blamed you. They probably are coming in with a confession of, I'm sorry, I knew it was me. But the next one was distance, divorce, ghosted, and separation. So this might just be your choice even after this confession, but this is exactly what has happened and transpired for them to feel like they want another try. I'm caught up in a karmic relationship is the burning love tarot, which is this one here. That speaks of you always being on their mind. And the last one was paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. So that was the cards on the bottoms of these stacks once I had finished pulling for each of the color fours. So orange, that was your pool. I'm gonna actually just pause the video while I clean up the section, just so that it's not just going. We're not the energizer. Well, yes, I am. Even when I'm tired, I just keep going. And orange, I even forgot to mention your numbers. It says, "Cast away your concerns, come rest in my embrace, speak your truth." So with this whole message, um, there's a person coming in that is trying to console you and hold you and be there for you in this way. But this is your spirit saying, "Hey, I've got you, even when you don't have you." Yeah, it is something that you're gonna need to speak your truth out on. Possibly someone spreading rumors or telling lies. Because as you see, you have two people here. They've got their hand up like, "Hi, it's my turn to speak. I have something to say." You know. So yeah, definitely always speak your truth and stand on it, 10 toes down, straight. But oh, I actually did. I did. Duh. That's what's up in the. Okay, I had a moment just now. I had a moment. But either way, that's that. I'm gonna leave this here, put that back, because I did get you loves. And I was like, well, where are they? There they are. However, let's get it. Next, we are moving on to just making sure my things moving, because I be talking sometimes and the things stop. Just wash you there, cleanse you all. I'll wait till we're done to do all that. I'm gonna do this side. I'm gonna do this side. So if you picked the blue 4, this is your reading. So the blue 4, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Rods, the Ten of Wands Rods in reverse, the Tower in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Oh, I didn't write the timestamp, but I did see the time when I started it. Blue. So, blue 4. Blue 4, this is speaking of a new beginning. This beginning is going to be um, in probably work, but it will definitely be financial. You are being asked to tap into this King of Rods energy. Um, you know, uh, but with this energy that you're tapping into, you're also being asked to maintain what you are dedicating your time and energy to, because the Ten of Rods upright is, having a lot on your shoulders, but this is just speaking of you not taking on too much, or this new job might actually be less work but more money. We have the Tower in reverse, so this is going to give you some stability, some foundation. We've got this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is in reverse, so at the end of the day, um, this might not be fully what is driving your heart, what is making like your heart flutter. It's not something that you probably find passionate, but it is giving you balance. It's giving you balance. It's putting you out there. So even if this is just a step forward to put the pineapple so that you can invest in something that you actually wish to do, because after this we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is all um, you needed, you have, all you needed is going to be supplied. All you need is there, period. As soon as you ask for it, or as soon as you go and make the step towards it. But this is also speaking of options. So after this pinnacle upgrade, it might not bring you that emotional fulfillment that you want. But no, say that these offers coming in, you're going to take one, and that is where your emotional fulfillment is going to come through. You know, on the bottom, you have the Eight of Rods, which speaks of um, communication. So, right now, the underlying energy is you're cutting off communication from certain people. The communication you want might not be coming at this point, but with this, it is definitely going to be some offers on the table. So, if you're just being called to find find peace, have faith, and I just look up at the the, the love oracles that came out. Balance. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. So this is speaking on a love connection. So we do have a few cups out here. So it can possibly be a love connection. Reading as well. And if I go that way, this is speaking of a person that is coming in, and they're gonna help financially. You know, it will be a balance in the relationship that way. Once again, it is built on a stable foundation. But with this, it's with the message of the pentacle, the job, and etc. It is speaking to find a balance within. Reflect on where you was in the past, whether with this first pentacle, this first option, this choice, and look at where you are now. I'm hearing, look at you now. Look at you now. So, yes, blue fours, you are moving forward, and it's beautiful. You are being given the opportunity to grow in what you wish to do, what you want to do with your life to make that pinnacle. Some people just go to work, but this is not going to feel like work for you. For hope is but the dream of those that are awake. So once upon a time, you dreamt that this is what you was going to do with your life. Look at you now. Look at you now. So yeah, underneath that we have cut down. Talks about cutting out separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So okay, that's this Queen of Cups in reverse. So that goes back to a love relationship, a love connection. So this is both pentacle and love. The relationship is on a separation. Um, but just know that if you try again, that it's gonna be better. It's gonna be okay, because it says into you good chemistry, great vibes, positive. So this work venture that you're on is gonna bring you positive vibes. It's just gonna uplift you. This relationship as well. It might be a new person coming in, but just know that this person is knowing that they stressed you out, they gave you migraines. You are probably stressed out, got headaches, and in worry because you don't know what your next step is. Spirit's telling you that keep going, just keep going. Um, the burning love message is I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. So you have a person out here that knows they done wrong and just wants you to forgive them. You have journalists, chronicler of stories, reporting, interviewing, inquiring, and promotion. So yeah, just know that you are being promoted. You are stepping into your next level, and your next level is yeah, we have diviner, seer of the unseen, foresight, insight, cosmic connection. So your next level is going to be definitely connection to the divine in a whole nother level. You're gonna see a gift appear. Humanity has many. You just have to tap into it. You know, painter, depict, sublimate, abstraction, form, sensation. So this person is painting. It looks like scenery. The sky looks oceanic, to be honest. But yes, you have to paint it. Put some color in those pictures. We have courier, messenger of connections, delivery, information, transmission, and gift. So you might have you might be waiting for a package or just received a package, but you definitely have this information and packages and stuff coming in. So yeah, the Fool card is at the end: ignorance, rashness, impulsiveness. But this speaks of stepping out into this new journey. This speaks of just having faith in your stepping forward. This is you and spirit. This is a trusted sidekick. So I'm going to say your spirit team, your guides, God, universe, angels, all of them. This is you and them ready to just step off this leap, this cliff, this leap of faith. We have bad Leroy Brown. So at some point, you might have did some things that was not really conventional or legal even to get the pinnacle, but you are now being called to focus. This package might have actually been a package of some substances, and you was the courier. However, it's the song. That's what came with the song. We have one love, Bob Marley. One love, one heart. Yeah, we need to come together. And this is stuff in the name of love. Before you break my heart, and money in my pocket, but I just can't get no love. Yeah. So this is talking about the panicle is coming, the panicle is here, the panicle. But at this point, sometimes you need to focus more on the panicle. Show love. So once you're in a place to bless others, bless them. But this is the person that's definitely trying to stop you in your tracks and confess their feelings. Because as I look down, I see that. That's the hidden truth oracle. So we have light, mhm, love. Wow. Light is repeated. So do not let anybody dim your light. Because as I look over here to the deck, I don't even think I said that for the orange deck. Shine is on the bottom of the deck. It says your light irritates their demons. Don't let nobody dim your light. Love, right? Spontaneity, release, commitment, awakening, and patience. So, yes, this is just piggybacking right off of everything I've said. You know, please release those things that are holding you back. Stay committed to your journey. It is going to take patience. You've had patience. I'm feeling like I'm tired of being patient. I'm feeling that. Um, but this is your awakening period. This is your trial period. And guess what? You will pass. You will succeed. But as I stated in the orange fours, I have each of these cards, and I have just flipped the bottom cards. Well, flipped the deck over, and I've laid them out on my little stool. So I already told you your light irritates their demons. We have drunkard, alcoholism, addiction, avoidance, and abuse. So this is speaking of a person that is into substances, probably to take their self away from reality. But if this is you, you're being called to just put those things to the side, release them. I'm caught up in a karmic relationship. So you might be in a karmic relationship. A person might be in a karmic relationship. Confessions didn't want to go in. So these are their confessions. They know that they're in the wrong relationship. They don't know how to get out. They know it was their fault, but they blame you because it says it was my fault, but I blame you. You're being called to distance yourself from these energies, separation. Um, but either way, we have paradise, happiness, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, and honeymoon phase. We have no woman, no cry. So that's a person that chose to not fully commit because they didn't want to be hurt. I dwell in possibilities is another one, and gorgeous. So somebody is definitely thinking you're gorgeous. You could be male or female because you do have some pretty boys out there, pretty masculines out there, you know. But just know that you need to dwell in the possibilities because you have so much potential, so much, you know. And with that said, my lovelies, my lovely fours, I'm going to leave that as that and move on to the next one. So I'm going to just pause once again, clean up, and then pull the green fours to the side. Oops, sorry. I did tell you you have balance. A great relationship is one that both challenges and supports. Reflection. Love each other. Give one come into space. Give some give some give each other space at the moment is what it says. But, only time will tell was on the bottom of the deck. Only time will tell was on the bottom. When I move that, we have secret admirer. Every one of those are going to be the same because I'm not moving that. That was on the bottom, and yeah, that's what it is. So be back. 2 seconds. All right, green force. I'm here for you. Yep. Okay. I hit the hill tripod down. Wow. Now this is in the room. I apologize for this. Give me a minute. It took me off. Took you off balance. Mm, this shit might knock you off your feet. And we have eternal. Another place in each other where all is love. Another place in each other that is eternal. Answered prayer. Your prayer will be answered. So that is okay. The four wants to lean. So who is that? And leaning on. Hey, the camera wants to fold. The four wants to lean. Let's see what the hell these guys to say. But on the bottom of this deck, we have the Magician. First card out, Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. The Judge. Sorry, I just realized I flipped this because I looked at it when I was writing the thing down. This was wrong. I apologize tonight because I remember seeing Judgment upright, and then my last card was upright as well, and that was reversed. So this is the layout right here. Apologize, I apologize. But the knight was definitely in reverse because I remember this one and that one being upright. But I don't know why I got a pain in my shoulder. Um, with this Knight of Swords, this is not rushing in to communicate. This is, all right, I'm going to give you the intuitive thing that's coming to my mind. This is done with the arguments. Judgment has been called within yourself. You aren't going to go this petty route anymore because the Queen of Swords is in reverse as well. And then you have the Queen of Rods upright. So this is like, I'm calling judgment within self. I will not let nobody lower my vibration or bring me to the point where I am unhappy or miserable or angry. This is you going within and you're finding that balance. You are now ready to nurture, to love, to even sit in your own, bask in your own. You know, I'm feeling that with this Queen of Rods, you know, and you're quite content with that. But this also speaks of trying to find balance in between your contentment of this being alone, because you do have all the tools, you know, to bring to the table. You do have all the tools, and as I move this, we have the Two of Cups underneath that, you know. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles underneath that. And then we have the Seven of Swords underneath that. The yeah, and the Lovers is we have Three of Swords and the Lovers, then the Hangman. Okay, so this is basically this storyline right here. Just what I was about to say. So, you know, you now are okay with pouring into self, or if this love interest wants to come rushing in on this action, because he is a knight, so that is fast and mature energy. The relationship might just be in the beginning stages. The person might not actually be mature. They might even be younger than you. But this speaks of a connection coming in. This is having all the tools and equipment to bring to the table. This is for finding in contentment with these people that was trying to get away with things, these people that had you in third parties, you know, these people that was not the true love connection. You went within, you took yourself out the game. And because of that, you know, you've poured in and this is the outcome. This is the outcome. You know, the bottom of the deck was the magician. So that is the underlying energy. You know what you bring to this table. You know that you can rise another person's um panicle, vibration, frequency, anything. You know that you're an addition and not a subtraction from a commitment. And yeah, stand on that. Most definitely 10 toes down in the knowing that that is your position and what you're bringing to the table. You know, and look, as I pack up the deck, the lovers is now upright. So yes, lay your head on my shoulder. Look at that. Look at that angel saying, "Hey, this is the one." So the one. This is the one. I don't know if you've met this person recently. Um, you might have been in the relationship for a while, but if you're not, they're coming. This is the one. Spirit said, your prayers are gonna be answered. You know, your prayers will be answered. And when they are, it's going to be eternal. You are just being called to honor the place within each other, you know, to show full respect, full commitment. This is, if it's something that is not sitting right with you, you are to speak up. Effective communication. This is a positive relationship that's coming in. There is no greater gift you can give or receive than to honor your calling. It is why you were born and how you become most truly alive. So with that said, like are you honoring your calling? Are you feeling like what you're doing in life with your life is bringing you true happiness, peace, joy, love, and all of that? You know, is it? Underneath that, we have grounding. So you are being called to ground yourself, stability, security, performance, growth, and endurance. So yes, this relationship. Oh, we have a little argument, physical fight at work, computing. So you're gonna have somebody that is probably trying to come up against you in some way, shape, or form. It might actually get physical, but it might not because you choose to live in today, good vibes now and in the moment. So this person's probably coming in with some past information Yeah, because they're stuck. You know, they're stuck and you're glowing up straight. Um, and even if you are stuck, if you're feeling stuck right now, just know that the person coming in is going to tame those demons. But there is some sort of fight coming in as you see this boxer here. But when you are challenged, just know that you are going to be the boss. You are going to show those that this is my position in life. This is how I was meant to be. This is where I was meant to lead from. But this says master of wealth, risk investments, management, and leader. So even those things that challenge you, you are gonna lead. You are gonna grow past this. We have creator out here. You are the weaver of your imagination, creativity, innovation, invention, realization. So maybe you never knew this about yourself. Reach for the stars. As you see, he is pointing up to the sky. This is just going out and in, Ask your divine counterparts for help. They are there to support, to guide, to just, do it with and for even if you feel you can't. The song Out is Beauty is only skin deep. So at some point in time, with the tarot read, it was like you know what you're bringing to the table. So you might be good looking, but you also have some things on the inside that has not quite been shown, and they're gonna love it. And everybody ought to know. So as I state this, this is everybody ought to know. But do you know who you are? Do you know who you have on your side? You know, everybody ought to know. It's such a shame that we have to forget and we have to relearn these things to really know. But precious Lord, take my hand. Hi, do you see him reaching out? He's reaching for the stars. He's reaching for his divine counterparts. Take their hand because they're already reaching out for yours. And that can have night nerves. So yes, this person is going to mend the pains that you've been through in the past. And if this is the past person that's trying to come in on a healthier tip, with this grounding, healing, stability, if this is them, they want you to know that yes, they know that they hid behind material things. They are now healed or healed enough to come back and you all can continue healing together. But they know that materialistics is not what it's about. And we have gratitude out here. Always be grateful. Always be thankful. Healing is once again out in the community, communication. Sorry, not community. Joy, grace, expectancy, communication again. So purpose and contentment. So with these angel words coming out, yeah, we have parties healing. Always be thankful. From you open your eyes, give thanks to the Most High for life itself. You can now change what you need to change. You can now do things that you choose to do. But if you didn't make the real goal, you can't do that, can you? So always be grateful. Walk in purpose, walk in grace, walk in contentment, walk in the knowing of who you are, who you have on your side. You are beautiful inside and out. You know, things that you expect might come at a later time. I'm hearing a slight delay. But when it comes, you're gonna be you're gonna be joyous. You're gonna be very very happy about this. It's gonna bring contentment. But you're gonna be getting some communication very very soon if you haven't had it already. This is gonna be on both aspects of love and work or new endeavors towards that pinnacle. But yes, answer prayers. Your prayers are being answered, definitely so, and it is going to just leave you just feeling just awesome. And I'm happy about that for you. I'm so excited. But as I've done with all the colorfuls, I've told you the bottoms of each of the decks. So we have I dwell in the possibility. I dwell in possibility. So just know that you dwell in possibility. The possibilities are endless when it comes to you. You know, just just know that. Know that you are gorgeous. We have Gorgeous Out Here by Taylor Swift. Confessions didn't want to go in. So you or someone might have a confession. We have No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley. I had stated that a person in the past chose not to commit fully because they felt like they didn't want to be hurt. They didn't want to be broken. Um, we have Paradise, Happiness, Joy, Playfulness, Enjoying Each Other, Honeymoon Phase. We have It Was My Fault, but I Blamed You. So the person knows that they made a mistake, but they did point fingers. But Shine, Your Light Irritates Their Demons. We have Drunkard out here. Drunkard is substance avoiding abuse, alcoholism. So this is just basically trying to cover up true feelings, numbing the pain, in other words. Um, we have I'm caught up in a karmic relationship as the burning heart message. So they know that if this person is or you even are in 555, as I looked up at the timestamp, it was 55 minutes, 50 seconds. So this is changing soon. So if you are caught up in a relationship, a karmic relationship, or them, this is ending very soon. There is going to be a change very soon. We have distance out here, separation, ghosted and divorced. So with that said, that just piggyback, like, yes, this is coming to an end, but you are my last color number 4. So green 4. I'm gonna close out the whole thing now, and I'm gonna leave you with the, always love, always honor, always respect. Stay loyal to self, my lovelies. Later, later.